So update 3.3 is here at last. I put some time in on stream yesterday playing through 2042 with the new update, and trust me, I've got a few things to say about it. Firstly, I know the main feature that was meant to be added in update 3.3 is the scoreboard. And in terms of what the scoreboard does right, I mean, it's a scoreboard. It brings back an element of competition where you can see how people are performing on your team and the enemy team. You can also see how people are playing in general, with things like revives and flag caps now being added into the scoreboard as well, which I think is an interesting addition and probably a positive one. At least you can see how people in your team are playing the objective and what they're doing right or wrong. But that might be where the benefits end even on the scoreboard front, to be honest. The fact that you're unable to scroll in 128 players, essentially my primary mode, and also that you can't see people's ping, are a couple of features which are sorely missed from previous games. Now, as a gold edition purchaser, I did receive my Steadfast bundle, but I've heard increasing reports of the amount of people who've had both gold and ultimate editions and not actually received what was promised. I know that's probably a technical hitch, and I don't think that's the dev's fault or anything like that. It's just a bit frustrating to see, considering that's the one piece of content we've been waiting for people who've actually bought the premium editions of the game. I know people who've put hundreds of hours into the game and who've stuck by the game throughout this entire period so far, and it does feel a little bit like a slap in the face. I think the key thing to recognise though is that ultimately there aren't any real performance improvements to the game at this stage. I've experienced multiple crashes, and I believe there's some server side issues going on or something to that effect, particularly in the EU region, where I've gone from around 30 ping to upwards of 120 as of update 3.3. I know the devs have been doing a bit of work around various different console bugs and issues that they've been seeing, like adjusting aim assist and fixing some of the bugs that you see in animations for console players, but I'll be honest, I would have liked to have seen much more in this update. Of course, we know we're going to be getting another update in April with VoIP and probably more performance improvements, I like to hope. I know the devs are working hard to try and fix the game, but I'll go back to it. It does feel like a bit of a kick in the teeth again. One thing I do want to call out is that they actually have been working on a couple of fixes for Hazard Zone. Now, I know there are people still playing the mode, and there's people that enjoy it. More power to you if that's your type of game, but I think the vast majority of people have moved away from Hazard Zone now, and personally I would have rather seen time invested into some of the other issues in the game rather than fixing bugs in Hazard Zone. I mean, personally, I'd rather even not have a scoreboard than have better performance in game. It's a really fine balancing act at the moment, and I know the devs are trying to do their best, but it's becoming increasingly disheartening to see from a player's perspective. Again, I don't know if we'll see any smaller patches or updates before April, so I'll be keeping my ear to the ground, continuing to play the game and seeing if anything does improve over that length of time. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of update 3.3, both the scoreboard and if it's improved or made your performance any worse. I'm hoping that some of you have got some success stories out of this one, because I don't really think I do, unfortunately. As always though, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks again for your time. I look forward to catching you all in the next one.